So this is part one to the SERENA training. We're just working on the haltering part. And this was the first day that we even attempted and were able to get a halter on her. So Todd is just going to be working through that phase. And again, with no spooking, no fear, no, just trying to frighten her or anything like that. So she allowed us to she has been doing this for a few weeks, where she allows us to put that lariat, it's a real soft, gentle lariat around her neck, and kind of do a little pressure release and a little bit of leading with that. But we have not put an actual halter on her. So you can see here and watch Todd just work through that process, getting an actual formed, true halter on her and around her face. So I had to completely step way back. I apologize for the video being recorded this far back and through the panels, but every time that I would stand up next to the panels, SERENA started coming to me and really kind of paying more attention to me than she was Todd. So that's not good for training purposes. We want the horse to really be, engaged with the person next to them. And, we just felt like it was best that I back away. But you can see here he was able to go ahead and just slip that halter on her and get it buckled. She did well, and we just kept moving through this process nice and slow. So once we were able to get that halter on, then we moved her over to the larger area. Our corral system is set up more for working cattle in, but there are multiple pins. And so we actually have 4 smaller stall pin-like things and then one really larger one. It's a holding pin for calves and stuff like that. So, but anyway, we use it for our horses. And here you can see we're just working through grooming her on both sides. So having someone on both sides of her is good for her brain. It's good for her awareness. You can see she's constantly paying attention. Watch her ears. One goes forward, one stays back. They'll switch. It's kind of cool when you really start paying close attention to horses and how they respond to the people around them. And you can see she's looking side to side, making sure that she's keeping her eyes on us, which is a wonderful, wonderful sign because she's got a good mind. She's aware. Horses that, one, they either panic and they're freaked out, or 2, they're so docile they have no clue what's going on. And those actually kind of scare me sometimes because if something does startle them, maybe you're too comfortable around them, they get startled, and then you get hurt. So anyway, I like the way that she's responding to both of us being on each side of her. And then we kind of switch sides, and we're just kind of going through the process of her getting used to being groomed. And as you can see, she is loving it. Her little nose and lip starts to kind of tighten and pucker, and oh, look at that. Her neck and her head tilts, and it's pretty cool. She's definitely enjoying this, which is so important whenever you have a young horse and you're teaching them all these new things. Them enjoying it really, really matters, because it means the next time it happens, they're going to stand still. They're going to know what it feels like, and she is definitely proving that to be the case. She's really, really smart. We just love her. Next, Todd started some gentle leading with her to help her stay engaged with him and to respond to him and his cues. Because, of course, everybody's body is different, or body language, and verbal and tactile cues. So we want her to not only do well for me, but also for him and also the children. So we're starting to already acclimate her to the kids. She seems to be comfortable around them. She doesn't get scared or bug-eyed or throw her head around or anything like that. She's staying calm. She's allowing them to pet her now. We've been very cautious about this because, again, I mean, we believe she came off of the range, which indicates she's going to either be part or full wild horse. And we weren't really sure if maybe there would be times that she was unpredictable. But so far, things haven't been that way. She's been pretty predictable. And we keep our guards up and we pay close attention, but we really feel like she's just sound in her mind. Now you can see here that I took over and started working with her some as well. Again, just working on making sure she's responding to our tactile and verbal cues. Turning, kind of giving with, into the pressure with less resistance. You can see this is kind of amazing. Her first halter lesson, and it works out very well. She backed for Todd, and so she backed for me as well. Took a little extra cues on this one, but she did do backing about 4 or 5 times during this little learning session. So I was pretty pleased with that. So we're coming to a conclusion here on her session this day. She did really well. She learned a lot. We were proud of how she accepted the halter and the leading and the cues and the grooming. It was just a successful little lesson. So we really appreciate you guys watching our videos. Thank you so much for stopping in, keeping tabs on Serena, our rescue wild horse. She's come a really long way from the moment that we saw her online to bringing her home in May. Todd has a quick message he wanted to share with everyone.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Serena loves my wife more than she does me.
Who's your wife?
Michelle.